Altcoins, including Ethereum, feels like they've been in a bear market for all of 2025. And honestly, since November of 2024. I'm going to show you why that is. And then you got to think about, well, how much longer can these altcoins and Ethereum stay in a bear market before we get some type of relief? So we're going to talk about that in today's video. Of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's all my own opinion. Looking at the charts, looking at the use case of these coins, and just where we're at in total right now in our economy. So let's get right into it. I made a post earlier about Ethereum, and let me get rid of these indicators so I can walk you through this. And you can see that basically Ethereum's a little different than all the other altcoins. December 2024, we hit a top around 4,000. We crashed all the way to 1,400. Pretty drastic, right? Like Ethereum went from December 2024 down about 65% until April 2025. Then it rallied, and now we're seeing the same exact thing, right? Like, yes, you could have got a great return, bought at 1,400 if you sold almost here and made a new high. Great. Ethereum looks strong for the future. But this is just interesting because if we look at Dogecoin, for example, let me pull this up for you. You can see that the top was here, December 2024. Bear market. We've been in a bear market all of 2025. That's the truth. That's the reality. Yes, we've had little pumps, but ultimately we all have lower highs and lower lows. So now how we really have to view things is how much longer can we remain in a bear market for altcoins? And Ethereum is an altcoin. Now, I'll show you Bitcoin because Bitcoin hasn't been in a bear market all of 2025. You could see that in, let's go here. So let's go to weekly. It's easier to read. So we got a top over here in January. We pulled back, we ran up, and now we're pulling back again. Okay. And I believe we're going to run up again here soon because we've been in a bear market for Bitcoin, honestly, since August 2025. So for the last 5 to 6 months, Bitcoin has been in a bear market. But again, how long can a bear market actually last? Because every time Bitcoin does this, it tends to make a higher high. You could see all these moves, higher lows, higher highs. And now we're just waiting. You got to watch the RSI. We're getting at 36, very oversold on a weekly time frame. We know it's a great buying opportunity when we get under 30 on a weekly. But I just basically want to make this video because I think the bear market is over here very soon. So let's kind of look at some things that Ethereum is showing because Ethereum will lead all the altcoins, and that's really the only thing that matters right now to look at. Because when Ethereum bleeds, altcoins bleed even more. And when Bitcoin bleeds, everything bleeds. And it's been like that, again, since about August of 2025 for all of these coins. And Ethereum has gone from 4,800 down to 2,600. And this morning, I ended up buying more Ethereum and more Bitcoin. And I said Ethereum is a good buy from 2,800 to 2,700. And this is the reason why. And then we'll look at the indicators. So when you pull up a Fibonacci from this low to this high, you can see right now we are right at the 786 level. We could break this, and then we're going to go lower. We'll see what happens. But this tells us this is a great time to accumulate Ethereum for the long run. We typically turn around at the 786 level right here. Okay. And we should see the next run going into what I believe March and April of 2026. Okay. Again, you got to think about how much longer can we be in a bear market? How much longer can we go down? Now, if I pull this to the low right here, you can see that I took it from 1392, about 1400, and I brought it to 4900. We are sitting at the 618 level right now on this time frame. Now, guys, if we don't hold this area, which I've been saying, we're going to go down here. We're going to test about 2100 for Ethereum, 21 to 2200. That's going to destroy crypto. Just know that. It's going to destroy crypto. But if you're thinking more long term, like even short term, like March to April 2026. Because again, think about how much longer can we be in a bear market for these altcoins? We've been in a bear market all of 2025 for altcoins. Ethereum, I would say, has been in a bear market also, even though it had this climb right here. So we're either going to turn around here for Ethereum, right at this line, or we're going to go down here to about 21 to 2200, and then I believe we'll turn around. You could see there's a ton of support in this area. I can put a line for you right here. Okay. This could be the next stopping zone. So what am I doing? Because this is really the only thing that matters. Today, I bought Ethereum and Bitcoin because it's at a very important level in Fibonacci. If we don't hold this for whatever reason, I will be buying more altcoins that I believe in, like Litecoin, XRP kind of does its own thing. So I think you should always be accumulating XRP, in my opinion. Potentially Dogecoin, but I'm staying away from all the other coins we talked about. Those have had amazing runs in 2024. I'm sticking with the money I put in now. I'm sticking to the best use case coins, okay, with good tokenomics. That's pretty much it, okay? So if we go down here, I'll be accumulating more. There's a high chance we can go down here. Think about what people will feel emotionally if we break down even further. If Ethereum goes down here, they're going to be completely done. They're going to be over it. This is the time we are going to buy at 21 to 2200 for Ethereum, even though I think right now is a good buying opportunity if you have more of a long-term perspective. If you can think March, April 2026, I think this is a great time, just in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. Do even more research. I'm just sharing what I'm seeing on the charts. If we go down here, I'm buying more. Okay, I honestly believe if we break this, which it looks kind of bearish right now, and we come down here, this will be the area where we will turn around. So now that we understand, Ethereum and Bitcoin and where we're at, and that all of crypto, all of altcoins have been in a severe bear market for the last 13 months, and I believe it's going to turn around here over the next couple months, even though it's very frustrating. How much longer can it go down? We look at the MACD on a weekly time frame. Every time for Ethereum, I'll just show you the last couple times. Let me get my pen out because this will be easier. So see how we start to make this U shape. So let's, boom, U shape. Start to see this U shape. Boom, U shape. We turn around. See what we're doing right now? We're making this U shape. We're going to turn around here soon for Ethereum. It's either going to be at the 618 level, which is right now, or it's going to be down here around 21 to 2200. Okay. Probably get a double bottom down here if it gets down here, and then we'll turn up. We could go like this all the way to March and April. We get over 7,000. That's what I believe is going to happen for Ethereum. Now, let's look at the stochastic. You can see also it's correlating and lining up the same as the MACD. So we bottom out, we turn up. Look at it. See how long we're bottoming out here? See how long we bottomed out here? So this is two signs that this bloodshed is over very soon. Then we look at the RSI. And we want these three to line up to tell us it's a good buying opportunity. The RSI is at 39. Okay, not extremely oversold yet, but it is oversold. You can see Ethereum has gotten pretty low points. Right around here, it tends to bottom out. So let's get out the pen again. So we got all this was around 39, bottom. Okay. We got this area around 37, 38, 39, bottom. Okay. Obviously, this below 30 is a buy of a lifetime. You always want to buy this below 30. You got this pretty close to 30, about 31. You want to buy all of this. Okay. So now we're at 39, which means the bottom is very close. Okay. So again, I think it's a good buying opportunity now, more long-term, because every time we get down here, we go higher, we go higher, we go higher. So now we're going to go higher again. So hopefully this makes sense on Ethereum and altcoins, because every altcoin is going to be following Ethereum and Bitcoin. So we want to be studying the Ethereum chart. Right now we're trading at 2750. I think a great buy is 2800 to 2700 if you think March to April. I think the best buy in the world is if we get down to 2100 to 2200. It's going to be a steal at those prices. And I bet you these big institutions are going to be buying it up. ETF inflows is going to be insane, and people are going to hold it for the next leg up. So unfortunately, this is just where we're at, but we need to be smart about it and study the chart. And hopefully this was helpful. If you learned something, if this is helping you, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you feel free to share this, because it's probably one of the best videos that everyone needs to see right now with where we're at with crypto. And leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling and if this information was valuable. With that, hope you guys have a great day. See you on the next one.